The Crimson Days Valentine's event arrives on February 11th for Destiny 2. The seasonal event, naturally, is full of thematic rewards such as a ghost shell, an ornament and a pair of Sparrows. There's also the Bow, a fully masterworked bow weapon. Naturally, there's things in the Eververse game store as well, such as a special emote designed for 2. Crimson Days will run between February 11th and February 18th, and is free for all Destiny 2 players. Crimson Days will feature the return of Crimson Doubles, which pairs 2 players together to take on a round-based Clash PvP match. This mode also has the added wrinkle of granting partners a buff to ability generation, so long as they're near one another, stray too far apart, and you'll become visible on the map.
No one can stop you.
Bandai Namco revealed a new trailer and a closed beta for anime stylized PC-exclusive online multiplayer RPG Blue Protocol. The closed beta will begin in Japan sometime in March and will last for approximately 4 days. Registration starts on February 12th, with 50,000 player invites planned to be handed out. It will have no NDA and, according to community members, will not be IP blocked. Blue Protocol was only announced in Japan for now, but it'll probably get announced outside Japan at some point. There are translated details of the game's characters, a couple of looks at mounts and character customization, some sort of a PvP arena, along with various other locations and story beats. Final Fantasy XIV Echoes of a Fallen Star releases on February 18th. Towards the end of 2019, Final Fantasy XIV hit 18 million unique players, which is an impressive feat for a paid MMO. Patch 5.2, Echoes of a Fallen Star, will go live on February with a new chance to get a mount based on the Great Serpent of Ronka. This update will feature lots of new quests, dungeons, and other story additions. Plus, crafting and gathering will be getting an overhaul with this update. Besides continuing the main campaign through additional quests, Update 5.2 brings a new raid dungeon. It will focus on Rhine as she continues her quest to restore the dormant elements of the MP. You'll also get to try out a brand new dungeon located deep in the Tempest, where you'll find the ancient remains of a Niter. This 5.2 update brings you a lot of things to keep you busy. Some examples are the new Nemesis Niter dungeon, the Cinder Drift trial, Qatari Beast tribe quests, Resistance weapon quests, Ishgardian restoration updates, crafting and gathering overhaul, and ocean fishing.
As the Exarch's research suggests, soul and mind share a fragile yet profound bond. Might it not be possible for an event to leave such a deep imprint upon the soul that it could be perceived eons later?
The light! It's too much for her to bear!
In which case, none of this is mere coincidence.
Only by the will of the star itself could such a miracle come to pass.
Very unlike you.
Guild Wars 2 just gave the most far-reaching core content previews since a long time. First, the latest patch is unusual in that it's more about establishing a new paradigm than it is a regular balance update, and the result is a giant set of changes. Moving forward with competitive balance, Ornament wants to make smaller adjustments more often. The specific cadence for balance will always depend on the overall release schedule, but ideally, it will be closer to every 4 to 6 weeks, while still having the opportunity to make minor tweaks outside of the regular balance update. The Living World content will continue on with Visions of the Past up next before the upcoming episode. Episodes 3 and 4 after that will include a map that is meta-focused with a push and pull feel similar to World vs. World in a peace setting with high replayability. That's a big thrust for all of the team's content going forward, apparently. Episode 5 will revisit some of the types of content ArenaNet pioneered in the past. Monster Hunter World PC introduces Rajang and the Resident Evil crossover event. PC players of Monster Hunter World are seeing a pretty significant update, especially for those who have gotten through the Iceborne expansion and are exploring the Guiding Lands. The latest update has brought on a number of new things to the game, such as the Rad Jiang Monster and the Resident Evil crossover event. The Rajang fight is open to those who have explored the Guiding Lands at least once, and is accessible through a special assignment. For those who haven't played Monster Hunter World on console, Rajang is a very large and extremely angry beastie, full of punches, throws, and slam attacks. The update also brings on the Raccoon City event quest, which will pit players against the Black Veil Valhazak for materials to craft special armor sets, based on Resident Evil characters Leon Kennedy and Claire Redfield. There's also other rewards to get, such as Raccoon City-themed weapon pendants. The update has also brought the player-created Black Eagle Charge Blade, the Wiggler Palico headgear, and a host of other updates and additions.
In this strategy
Legends of
card game,
Runeterra promises monthly updates,
cleverness
new modes,
that
and less
determine your
worthless
success.
cards. Riot Games' new
Victory
digital
comes down
collectible
to
card
one
game Legends of
simple question.
Runeterra has big
What's your
plans
move?
for the future. Executive
This
producer
is
Jeff
Legends
Ju
of
elaborated on a
Runeterra.
number of plans for the game in an interview, which promises to deliver a steady
these
monthly
are
update
the
cadence,
champions.
new play modes, and a broad variety of
Champions
competitively
enter battle
viable
with some of the
cards.
most powerful
The interview
cards in
also
the
went
game.
into depth about the game's plans for its meta, with a rather ambitious plan to ensure that every set of cards has 10 viable decks. The goal is to make sure that every player, including all our free-to-play players, are having a great time.